One here in front of the Washoe County Library. I'm not going to be going inside because I am restricted trespass from going in the library, but they got a little event going out here, and we got some people to talk about what's going on. So let's talk to Mr. Paul White, and we'll find out why all the people are out here.
Tim.
There we go. We got some people out here singing. Looks like good times, people singing, people happy. Good morning.
Yeah.
How's life? And we got the
Colo 8.
Oh, he's a Colo 8 guy? We got Colo 8 TV out here. Look at all this.
You say when you're ready, Drew.
I'm ready. Start talking. Tell the people what you want to tell them.
Okay.
What's going on at the library?
I'm Paul White with Education Crusade. We're here at the downtown Reno, Washoe County Library. We're here to show what happens when a community at all levels has absolutely no moral standards. What we're here for is the library right now. First of all, we've lost it as a library. It's like a 24/7 or daycare center for homeless. And what's attracting them is that the library offers an unlimited access to adult content, film materials, very hardcore things, anytime during the day for them. But beyond that, we found that it's also accessible to children at any age. They can simply come in, and the policy they have is that they cannot, as half a dozen librarians told me personally, they have no ability to monitor or limit what anyone is watching on there. Now, the library this morning got disturbed when they heard we were going to talk, and they brought what they say is their policy. Well, the only way that could be their policy is if not one person working for them who we spoke to knows that they absolutely can't interrupt them at all. So what happens is the daily, all this information comes from first-hand observation and from inside employees, whistleblowers who have spoken to us. So what they say is that about 70 to 85% of their customers now are all homeless men. And I don't mean the pathetic guy who lost his job. I mean the ones who are on the street because they want to be, and the drugs and everything else, and they're just looking for a place to hang out during the day. And the county is providing this for them. So they go down there. It's a gross area. They have in the area where they watch the adult content material. There's no books down there. Nobody's down there reading. And we've seen some horrible stuff that you wouldn't even want to try to describe on camera. But also the CARES campus hauls people over here to come in here and watch this stuff during the day. Meanwhile, you've got a library board that could get rid of the director who has brought this in, and they haven't. You have a county board of commissioners who could overrule the library board. They haven't. You have a Reno City Council who this is happening right in the center of their downtown. They've lost their library.
That black building over there in the back, that's where the city of Reno government is, the big black building.
And there's not one of them was willing to come here and make a statement about this. So, Bruce, would you want to say something?
We're live, Bruce.
Well, I would like to
introduce yourself. Who are you?
Bruce Parks. I was down in the library in the area of the computers, and I happen to have my black light with me. And I don't mind sharing with you that you shine a black light on the carpet underneath the chairs in the computer area there, it's not good. It is not good at all. I know what the library policy are. My question is, why aren't those policies enforced? If they enforce those policies, they wouldn't have this problem with the computer area that they have. But again, if you make a rule and you don't enforce it, it's not a rule, it's just a suggestion.
Exactly. Thanks, Bruce. You got anything you want to say, man? You're alive.
God, that's a glad you said that. No, I'm just out here, you know.
Oh, and I had to get the cop driving by
I had
first.
to get them by first. You know, I'm just out here just seeing the community, and you know, I'm the one that took the picture of Care Campus dropping them off down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they dropped off 2 vans.
And what's your name? Introduce
Me,
yourself.
I'm Catfish Kickstart Program. I work with inmates getting out of prison, give them a kickstart, place to stay, job, a little clothing. I also work with the homeless that's down on the street, those who want to change their lives and give up drugs and alcohol. I put them into treatment programs.
Here's the CARES Campus van showing up at the library to drop off the guys to come watch porn all day.
Crazy.
Yeah, I caught 2 of them right here dropping them off. They do it every morning. And you know, so I'm down here to support. No, porn don't need to be in the library. You know, and also, you know, I did some time incarcerated myself. I'm fighting with Mr. Joe. Hopefully one day he'll see me, and because I'm in the fight. It's either $65,000 or the governor that I voted for, Mr. Joe Lombardo.
Well, bottom line, though, what we're saying is that they've ruined the library by allowing activity by the vagrant guys to come in and just take it over. They're accessing this adult material to the kids whenever they want. They're lying about their policies. And in this room where all this goes on, why there's no books in the room. So if this is a thing that concerns you, please contact your county commissioners, contact your library board, your Reno City Council, and tell them no, this is not the direction Reno's going to go.
Cool. Thanks, guys. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, why did all these other people show up?
Well, because it disturbs them to know that you're going to tell the truth about what they support.
What do you think their agenda is? Should we go ask them? I got to be careful who I talk to since I got a lawsuit going to get some of these people out here. So I don't want to approach too many people unless I'm sure who they are.
How many people have masturbated in the restaurant? They talking about they doing it in the library? No, that's not part of the library.
Ban
Yes.
means not available to me.
Okay.
My definition.
Right.
Banning a book would mean that it is not available to the public at large based off the opinions of a minority, which you are a minority.
You have no idea who I am. You don't know me. But thank you for the.
Your human being is same as anyone else.
Here's the question. Why is it permissible for the American Library Association to pervert our language and give a different interpretation of the word banned? Because the books that are banned, according to the American Library Association, are not banned. If they're banned, why are they still available for checkout? They wouldn't be available for checkout if they're banned, according to your definition, and mine as well, by the way. I agree with your definition. I am totally against censorship in anything. That's garbage.
Why are you here?
That's absolute
Then why
garbage.
are you here? So that's your whole point right now is
And you're
to
wrong.
restrict knowledge from the general public. Anytime you want to pull something,
So
that is
if I
now
walk in the
someone's
computer
free
area-
speech. That's still free speech.
Oh, it's free speech.
Yes, it is.
For me to sit in front of a computer screen and watch pornography.
Sure.
And there's not in a public place, dude. You can do that at home. You can't do that in public.
Who's saying that
There
you
has
can't?
to be a standard. In public, no. In private, knock yourself out. Do you? Be you. Do what you want. Not in public.
Okay.
When you're in public,
There's
you have to
pornography on the
subscribe. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean on the public computer. Is it not the same
you
as
go downstairs in that computer area down there during certain times of the day, and I promise you walk around through there, there's pornography on those screens. I promise you that.
Oh my God.
I would have to make the difference.
Well,
Different. Because you know why? We're humans.
when I see
What's the natural
an
function
act
of
of
a human?
bestiality on a computer screen, I have a
Man, I don't want to know your porn history, buddy.
That's on the porn history. That's what's down there.
If that's what you're looking at, man, that's you
It's
doing
not
it,
what I'm
buddy.
looking at, it's what the people that are sitting there looking at.
If that's what you're wanting to watch over someone else's,
Project
hell
nuts,
sake.
project nuts, dude.
Librarian comes out with this
Why are you here?
Because I'm opposed to this garbage in our library.
What garbage? Where's this room?
Specific garbage are you opposed to?
I'll tell you what, how about this? Get yourself a black.
Why don't you? Film it.
Go down there to that computer area and shine that black light on the top. If you haven't cleaned it, you're going to get hard. But that's up to you.
I wonder if I shine a black light on you. I wonder how many of these sayings would come up.
Knock yourself out. And this is always what you guys do. It's ad hominem, which is a logic fallacy, by the way. You can't argue facts, logic, and reason. You have to attack personally.
Is that why you're attacking the public?
I'm not attacking the public.
How do you hear this?
How many times do I have to explain it to you? Oh, I just realized something. No matter what I say to you, you're not going to accept the logic and truth behind what I have to say, so I think we're done. Thank you.
Oh, how the double-edged sword shown. He doesn't want to listen to logic, fact, and reason, and yet just when it's presented to him. But yet when he says he wants to present logic, fact, and reason, oh, I don't want to listen.
Can I ask you one question? So you don't believe in banning anything or banning any books, right?
No, absolutely not.
Should the library have a policy with a person named Jamie Hemingway? I've got public records that say Jamie Hemingway has to inspect any flyers before they're handed out to the public by other members of the public. Is that a good policy for the library to
For
have?
accuracy. Well,
The librarians have to check the public for handing out flyers, free speech, freedom of the press. You have a press, you print flyers. It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So-
Should the library have a policy to regulate other people's speech?
For accuracy, yes. As far as censorship, no.
So why should they? How do they determine what's accurate?
If I want to say that the outside of this building is pink, do you think any reputable news source would say that, hey, we're at the Washoe County Pink Library?
What if they're colorblind? Is that accurate? Then if they're colorblind? So accuracy is. Would you agree that accuracy depends on your perspective?
Facts are facts.
Well, no. It's accuracy depending on your perception. If you're colorblind and you think it's pink, is it pink?
I don't think if you're colorblind,
And should the library be able to censor somebody's perception?
well,
Because that's the policy they've got.
I mean, that's actually how we are as a society. If someone is suffering,
so you're
from a
saying that-
hold on. You asked the question, let me answer. If someone is suffering from a condition of colorblindness and they want to believe that the building is pink, well, it's the society's responsibility to say, hey, look, we understand you have this condition, but here's how you could determine what the actual color of this building is based on what the majority of society will see it, who also probably don't suffer from the same condition.
So-
it's being compassionate and reasonable to other people to help others know that when they are wrong and when they are able to produce themselves with logic and facts and understanding, even though that someone's reality is saying the sky is purple and the building is pink, you're there to help each other out and say, hey, look,
So that form of censorship is okay, but another form of
said
censorship
anything
is
about
not.
it being censored.
But no,
I'm talking about a pink building.
I'm saying if a government employee has to give approval to a citizen to hand out information, is that
it within
censorship?
a personal building, like as far as a public building?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it definitely does.
So if you're in a public library, the public library can censor what certain people are handing out.
No.
This gentleman right here.
But that's your argument, is
No, I'm
because
not
you
for
see it as a pink
censorship.
building, they can censor it.
I'm not for censorship.
Okay, so you would agree that the policy that Jamie Hemingway, the library employee that's in charge of reviewing flyers before they're handed out by the public to the public, is a bad policy.
I mean, if I handed you a flyer right here, you're free to take it. They can't
Exact-
stop you.
But they
you're
try.
in their building.
But they try.
You're in their building if that's the case.
No. So you're saying the librarians own the building, not the public?
That's their job. It's like if you go to your job.
So government employees are supposed to censor speech, is your position?
No, they have a responsibility to the office that they hold as far as the place that they work.
To censor speech.
No.
Well, then why should they
Why
look
the
at?
hell do you keep saying censor and speech?
Well, because isn't a government employee taking a flyer, giving it approval before it can be handed out? Is that censorship?
Everywhere, at every public building.
Yeah.
Every public building, the government
I were-
censors speech.
Every
No,
professional, they all have to check someone going to be live.
So I'm just not trying to understand your view that the government employees.
Ask this question several times
And-
and you keep
and-
on arguing.
Well, no, I'm not arguing. I'm
It's
just
called
saying.
moving the goalpost.
I'm not
As soon
moving the
as he doesn't
goalpost.
like
The goalpost
reason
is
and the
the
logic
goalpost
behind
is
it,
simple.
he moves it
The
farther,
goalpost
farther,
is
farther,
simple.
farther.
You've said you believe that government employees should check citizens' flyers
didn't.
before they hand them out in a
Check your
library.
phone, man. I never said that.
Well, what did you say then?
This is exactly what I'm saying with accuracy. If you are able to spout that bullshit, and I called you out on it,
You're not calling me out on anything. I'm just asking
called out the
questions.
bullshit.
What's the bullshit?
you said words that I did not say.
So then, what's your opinion
So
then?
that's my accuracy to keep you in check,
Well,
right?
the accuracy is being
Because if
recorded.
you're going to quote me on this film,
I'm not quoting you. I'm just
quote me
recording it.
fucking correctly.
So you're quoting yourself. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that you said you believe it's good for library employees to check the accuracy of flyers before they hand them out. Is that what you said?
If it's accurate and for distribution, as anyone making a profit, or am I just handing you something?
There you go, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Selling something, you're free to buy whatever the fuck you want.
You're right.
You can say whatever the hell you want. If you don't like it, use better speech.
God bless America.
Eh,
What, America or God?
God.
Well, that's your perception.
Well, then you're the colorblind wrong one in this situation, right? So move on. Clearly, you don't want to talk to us anymore. So now,
Move on? Wow, you're gonna move on. Where would I go to?
Well, go read a book.
Why would you tell me to move on? Have I told you to move on? Well, I don't have to either. Why would you give orders like that? You're not hurting my feelings, you're entertaining me.
I'm so sorry.
God bless you. So Colo 8's live on YouTube. Who's gonna get more views? My little YouTube channel or Colo 8? Is mainstream media gonna get more views? I don't know, you guys don't have very many views on your YouTube channel. It's pretty weak. I've only got 225,000 views in the last 48 hours.
I thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Can you shoot? What do you think? This will be pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see. Some take off, some don't do nothing.
When can I get a link from you?
Oh, you can go on my channel right now live and go watch it. You can watch it live as we're doing it.
Can she roll back and see what you started with?
Yeah. Should be able to. Oh, they like the girl in the pink hair.
Hey Drew, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Are you going to run again? I want you to run again.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This is weird. This is weird.
I'm running again. You run
This is
again.
weird. I gotta tell you, this is weird.
Tell everybody your name.
Hi, I'm Lily Barron,
Lily, tell them what you ran for.
Reno City Council Ward 1.
And what happened with your race?
I did it. It wasn't even conclusive.
Wasn't it though? So everybody that watches my channel, we're live right now. Everybody kind of knows where I stand. I'm just common sense. I like Lily because she's common sense, and I think she got screwed when she ran for office. Our political spectrums may be a little bit opposite, but I think she's a good.
Weird. Hi.
I think she's a good human being. There you go.
Thank you. Well, I think common sense is important, which is why I'm wondering why we're here right now, because I'm tired. I feel like this is an easy problem to solve. I have other problems if you'd like to help me solve them.
If you want to help me solve some, I got something.
I would love that. Can we do
I don't know if
some problem
you got a way to call me. Let me see. Do I got a card?
I'm so not into it.
Call me.
Okay.
Again, I'm running again in 26. So
Where's 40? So we're in 24 right now.
40 is southeast Washoe, Story County, and Carson City.
Who's there now?
PK O'Neill.
Oh, God.
And
Are you tired? People don't want to retire anymore. PK, go to bed.
Yeah.
Get a grandkid and put him on your knee. Enjoy something.
Well, my issue with PK is he's part of the system, and I don't like the system.
Yeah, I don't like,
See, we agree, don't we?
I will say that he has voted for things after persuasion and being presented with facts that he was not going to vote for when I had lost. But I will not say that I agree with him on many of the things that he did. So, you know. But this one, the board in the library, let's talk about it. What is this? Catch me up here.
I don't know, I'm suing them.
Why would you sue the library?
Well, because I can't go in the library because I record stuff.
Well, you're there to read.
No, I'm there to document and act as a member of press.
Well, why not enjoy the library?
I did, and they kicked me out. I was enjoying it my way.
What's your favorite book?
What's my favorite book? Well, it depends on the genre.
Well, what's the last one you read that was good?
The last book that I read, I don't know if it's a book, but it was probably the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure.
What's the last, okay.
The last book that I read for...
That's not a book, those are rules. What's
the last book that I read for fun, I haven't read anything for fun in decades. I've read business,
Oh my gosh,
I've read technical manuals, I've read legal bullshit.
Yeah.
I've had to be an adult instead of having fun reading.
Well,
when
you
I
can
was
learn from reading, right?
when I was reading as a kid or a younger person, I loved Shogun, James Clavell, if you ever read that.
Not so good one.
I mean, that's a huge book.
There's a lot of good stuff coming out right now, though.
Yeah. But honestly, I haven't read a book for years just because I work too much and I fight too many battles, and I'd much rather read, or not much rather, but I'm required to read technical crap, legal garbage, and keep up with what's going on in our system. So right now I'm in the process.
But I read.
You make more time. You make more time for yourself then.
It's not for myself. It's for my. If I'm going to be in a position of influence, I need to constantly showering my brain with new ideas and new information, and I get that by reading. Especially by reading experiences from people that I don't know, so that I can gain a perspective, so that we can have conversations. But I'd say that, it's doing it for the people that you're talking to, that you're influencing. You want to be able to have new information, right? There's new studies, of course, and I'm constantly reading studies and agendas and all of the legal jargon as well.
BDRs are my favorite lately.
Yeah, but the way that you interpret those is by reading about places or, that somebody else has passed, or the experience of people that have places that these policies are passed. So it's I think it would help gain some deeper knowledge, because you have to be reading something that of rich substance to understand all of that crap that's in a book, Yeah.
What it all comes up to me for is time management.
Yeah.
How much time do I have to read what I've got to read? And when you talk about books, I think about reading like, when I was younger, I liked to read David Eddings, if you ever read David Eddings.
No, I haven't.
Wrote some fantasy stuff, very cool, interesting stuff. Raymond Feist, if you ever read any of that stuff. I like a lot of fantasy, science fiction stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, unfortunately,
not just fiction. You know what I mean? Like, I read books that are about strategy and about speaking to people and about having interactions with people that I might not agree with, and I would argue that it's not that bad. I'm getting better at it because of the way that the things that I read to inform that knowledge.
Yep. Yep.
Communication books.
And there was a couple of relations in Florida. They ran it.
There's some really great ones. There's some that I read. They're like interviews with people that you might like. If I gave you a book, would you read it? That I think would help inform your strategy?
Oh, I always like. If I can make time to read it, I will definitely read it.
feel
That's
like
my one
argue
challenge.
that right now, this is more of a waste of time than reading a book about how to effectively fix one of your problems.
For me, actually, I wrote a BDR that I'm trying to get done. You might even want to help me support it. It's a very simple BDR. So, if you're working for the government, state law requires 6 months after employment, you're required to go to sexual harassment training, and every 2 years thereafter, you're required to go to training to learn not to slap people on the ass, right?
Yeah.
So we mandate sexual
I saw your comment saying that. I watch everything.
So
I'm
all that I want to do is let's make a law that says all government employees need to go to constitutional training and learn the Constitution, because if the government employees know the Fourth Amendment, know the First Amendment, know the Constitution, how are they going to treat the public they serve?
Well, they don't know a lot of things, first of all. But secondly, isn't the First Amendment one in which you would not want to sue somewhere like the library?
Well, when I believe the library has restrictive policies that violate the Constitution, that's the first one I want to sue. The First Amendment.
The First Amendment is inside of this building. Like,
Well,
this
my
is
First Amendment.
an actualization of the First Amendment.
Right, but when they restrict certain people,
The reason you're allowed to hold the only porn is somebody writing the word porn.
Strawberry
You know, it's like there's no children do their homework here. People, libraries are safe places for people.
They're supposed to be.
They're already defunded. Like they don't need.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Nothing is happening right now. This is not good time management. For me, it's not. Like, I have stuff to do. I do. I was like, really? A library protest? Because nothing bothers me more than people that I'm pretty sure are not readers or library users. Attacking the poor people that work the library. Do you know how intelligent you have to be to work in the library? Those people have master's degrees in being a librarian. Like, those are incredibly intelligent people in there. They're doing a very good job. They do not get paid that well. I think that, as far as your BDR, I do think that there should be other trainings, but I also think that because of the prohibitory salary that you get when you work at the legislature, that usually these people are pretty well educated, like most of them are lawyers. If they're not well educated, that is something that voters decided. But, hopefully you're voting for someone that is well educated. And definitely all of the lawyers in the legislature are educated in the Constitution.
But if they're so educated in the Constitution, then how come I can go out every day with my camera and find a constitutional violation?
Because, if they're so educated in financial management, how come I can go everywhere in housing? Why can I go and look at a bunch of empty buildings?
Why
can I see a bunch of failed businesses?
I would argue.
In everything. Like, you can find for every action, there's a reaction. For every law that's made, you can find one being broken. But who's breaking it is the problem, right? That's every law. It's every law. Right now, we're technically blocking a sidewalk. We're all breaking the law right now. That's a law, right? There we go. Should we go to a class about blocking the street? No, we know we're doing it.
Well, on the other hand, is this a public assembly and a protective action under the Constitution?
But it's a public assembly protesting the First Amendment. It doesn't make
How is this? Well, no, if you're protesting the First Amendment, some people want certain things.
What do you want in there?
What do I want in there?
You don't even read.
I read a lot.
You don't read.
I haven't checked out a book from the library since I was probably 22 years old.
So then what the fuck are we doing?
I'm documenting and disseminating. That's all I'm doing.
No, you can't. You don't have the tools to document and disseminate if you don't read books.
What do you mean?
You don't have the tools to do.
You're live on the internet right now, streaming.
The internet is all around us, right?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm always on the internet. Yes. Hello, internet.
So that's the new printing press, right?
What?
The internet. That's
Sure.
everybody. The printing press.
Serious journalists don't read books?
I don't know what anybody does. I just know what I do.
But that's because you don't read books.
No, I read books. I just don't read books from the library.
every book is in the library.
Every book's not in the library.
You search porn in the library.
But it's
You openly
not,
search
you
porn.
have to.
This man
He said
searches
he
porn in the
doesn't.
library.
No,
That is sad.
I don't look at porn. I refuse to look at
That's
pictures of
okay.
another man's
Irene
wife.
tells you all this.
Or anything.
Every single thing you hear. But in addition,
I've never done that. I don't do it at home.
No, shame on you. Oh no.
I refuse to sin. I obey God's law.
This is
God's law
This
is
is
good.
people do their homework here. People do their research here. You don't.
God's
That's
law,
fine. Leave it
first
alone.
of all, is
No
love
one wants
God,
to like if you
love
don't
your
agree about
neighbor.
that. And you don't come to she's
Don't
saying that.
violate your neighbor's
Maybe you're gonna
Okay. Okay, have a good one, Lily.
You're doing a great thing here, buddy.
I appreciate it. See you guys later. I like the body camera.
It's pretty durable. I need to get a big strap though, like kind of like yours, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes it not stable. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think we're going to be done with this live stream here. I appreciate everybody watching. Crazy stuff going on in our public libraries. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talk to y'all later.
Hey, Drew, that's an idea. Maybe take